The old clockmaker lived alone. His workshop, once filled with the laughter of his daughter, was now silent. Dust lay thick on cogs and springs, untouched since the day she died. He missed her smile, her touch, the way her eyes lit up when he showed her a new clockwork marvel. Grief was a heavy cloak, and the old man was drowning in it. His heart, once a metronome of love, ticked with a slow, aching rhythm. He yearned to hear her voice again, to feel her tiny hand in his. One day a mad idea bloomed in the wasteland of his sorrow. He would build her again. He would carve her likeness from the finest wood, paint her skin the color of dawn, and breathe life into her with gears and springs. She wouldn't be the same, not truly, but she would be a reminder, an echo of the joy he had lost. She would fill the silence that haunted his days and stole his sleep. He worked tirelessly, driven by grief and a desperate hope. Days bled into nights, his workshop lit by flickering candlelight. He sculpted her face with trembling hands, capturing the curve of her cheek, the tilt of her chin, the mischievous glint in her eye. Her hair, spun from golden wire, cascaded down her back in waves. He clothed her in the fabric of his memories, a dress of summer sky blue, a sash the color of her favorite rose. Finally he reached her heart. This he wouldn't carve from wood. This he would build from the remnants of his broken spirit, a clockwork heart of intricate gears and delicate springs. As he placed the heart within her chest, a strange energy filled the room. The air crackled, shadows danced, and the old man felt a chill crawl down his spine. He dismissed it as exhaustion. He had poured his everything into this creation, this echo of his lost love. He just wanted to see her again, to hold her close, to pretend for a fleeting moment that she was truly home. He placed her in her old rocking chair, the one he himself had crafted when she was just a babe. The moon, a voyeur to his grief, cast long skeletal fingers of light across the workshop floor. Exhaustion finally claimed him, and he collapsed onto his cot, his eyes fixed on the still form of his creation. The clock on the wall chimed midnight, and then he heard it, a faint ticking emanating from the rocking chair. He sat up, his heart pounding in his chest. The ticking grew louder, more insistent, until it filled the workshop. It was the sound of his daughter's heart, or at least the clockwork echo he had built to replace it. He watched, mesmerized and terrified, as the doll's chest began to rise and fall in time with the ticking. Her eyes, once vacant and dull, flickered open, glowing with an eerie internal light. A slow wooden smile spread across her painted lips. She moved with the stiff, jerky grace of a music box ballerina. One foot touched the ground, then the other. She rose from the rocking chair, her clockwork heart drumming a steady, relentless rhythm. He wanted to call out to her, to apologize, to run and hide from the monstrous thing he had created, but he was rooted to the spot, frozen by a mixture of fear and morbid fascination. She took a step towards him, then another. Her eyes, cold and calculating, never left his. He felt a strange numbness spreading through his limbs, a coldness that seemed to seep from his bones. The ticking of her heart grew louder, drowning out the panicked thumping of his own. He tried to speak, but no sound emerged. He watched in horror as she reached out, her wooden fingers tracing the lines of his face. They were cold, so cold, like the touch of death itself. The world around him blurred, fading to black as he felt his own heart seize, replaced by the relentless ticking of gears and the whirring of springs. Now she makes a new father every year.